Welcome to our channel. This new year brings the new change. Now, in all the videos, we will have a small video somewhere in the corner where you can see me as I talk about certain charts here. So, this was one thing. Secondly, I would like to wish you all a very happy Republic Day. We have, as a citizens of India, as country, have completed 75 years, and I think that's a great moment to start a new thing. Now, also this week is going to be slightly more important. We have spoken about it in brief earlier as well. How 20th and 27th January were going to be the important dates. So let's dive in. Let's start about it. Okay, so here we are at Nifty chart. Now we had seen it earlier from say beginning of October. There was a big correction. This was 3, and then we were heading towards wave 4. Now looking at the whole uh, time it has taken to make wave 2, we are about to reach a time where wave 4 could be completed. So that is something we'll find out in the coming week. Now let's see the count so far. We have had a very sharp fall. Now we are here in a daily time frame first to decide where the trend is moving, what is happening on a broader time frame, on a larger scale. We are approaching Y. In Y also has a typical nature after. So we saw a very sharp fall, then a very sharp pullback, and then we are seeing a very slow kind of a movement. Except the last couple of or last week entirely had a very big volatile moves in both the directions. So this is where we are poised at. Now C can have a target anywhere between 61% or maybe later also. I can see a small cluster here where the price is currently at around 100% level. So there is a chance that price can sort of pull back from here itself. This can also happen, or it can continue and move to the next fib level, and we can have a reversal from 20 to 500 ish level. Even in the larger scheme of theme, if we take this fib level, which is another retrace extension I've put from this top on W and X. So there is 22,400, or there is a small cluster here at 22,100. Uh, Time has completed, like whatever time we were expecting wave 4 to complete, it has taken that much time. So time wise the price has taken the time it could have taken. Now we can see that price can take a path where it can retrace from 22,900 to 22,100. Some around 400 to 500 fall is still left. The next coming week can probably take that much time to fall further. So a small further downward movement, and then we could see a trend reversal is what Nifty is suggesting at the moment. If we go on a 75-minute time frame, just the same thing zoomed in again, and you would see all the moves that we have marked. It is exactly following all the rules with respect to time and price both for ABC. And we can have a very similar move, maybe from 2200, 900, and 22,100 or 200 ish. This is a broad range, but from either of these or one of these ratios, price will reverse, and we will probably see an end of correction for this particular leg. Now, this was about Nifty. Let's move to Bank Nifty. The Bank Nifty was slightly simpler, I would say. Uh, Again, all of this we had discussed some time back. So the whole time we were, if you recall our videos earlier, we were calling this particular point where I've marked B now. We were calling it a W, then we were calling this as X, and then we were calling it as Y, making a downward move somewhere here. Now something has changed, which is making me sort of revise the counts. Now we are not calling this W, and we are not calling this X. We are in fact calling this as A, B, and this is now making C. Y is the first thing that we would like to see. There are time rules in Elliott Waves. If I call this W and if I call this X, it needs to have certain rules for WXY that we had seen in case of Nifty, but the same rules are not getting followed here in Bank Nifty, and this is a very sharp impulse kind of fall. So C is moving in five moves, and that's where I'm calling it as ABC, and I've revised my count from WXY here. Now here, what we are seeing that this fifth leg or fifth move is pending. Now, if I just simply put a retracement from 3 to 4 to get a target for 5, and 5 can very much be I mean, it could be truncated. So the maximum price it can take to, it's 47,400, around 1000 points more. It's the maximum limit, but we can very well see a bank nifty making closure of this fifth move here at somewhere around 47,800 ish or 47,900 ish move. Now, while we are seeing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of move here, we are also seeing a structure. I'll just quickly draw it here. Now this is kind of an ending diagonal that we can see here, and from here we expect a very sharp fall and a very quick fall when it is formed in an impulse in the opposite direction. Here we are also expecting similarly a very sharp rise. So how much the price could rise is what we will see basis where the price makes a low. Now, suppose price makes a low from where it is right now. Removing this for the moment. If price wave 5 of this C makes marks the end here, and from here if the price has to reverse, the minimum we can see a very sharp move is up to at least 550,400 ish. This is the minimum I'm expecting. So if the price reverses in the next week from this particular level, we will see a very sharp move to 50,400 ish levels. It can go still further up to 60% is also safe to assume. It's 51,900, 52,000 also it can move back. However, to call it a complete reversal, I would be hopeful to sort of break this trend line or a channel like this here. So when this particular channel or this particular trend line is broken is where I would be slightly more convinced about the trend reversal in the trend. So that's about it for now for Bank Nifty. Now 75 minutes also reveals the same as we see in case of Nifty. Now there is another possibility that this C could make W. More of it we'll see it when the price does what it needs to do. So we'll sort of see this when the price starts reversing, how it goes back to which level, from which level does it reverse back, or it continues to get into an impulsive mode and breaks this trend line also. All of this something is something we will watch in the in the near future, and that's when we'll talk more about this W or whatever count we are going to update. So for now, I think the time period it has taken from October needs to mark the end here. If it doesn't, then there is something else that we'll see again. So next week will be very crucial, and in the next week I'm expecting some kind of bottom formation, and from where price can reverse. Also note that the next Saturday is going to be probably our important day as well, where we have our union budget announced. So that could also have a very strong uh, impact on the market, can move the market in either direction. So we'll have to wait and see. Next week, I'm expecting the bottom to be made. So maybe the opportunities could come in the coming week or maybe a week after to start building the long positions for a short term, medium term, or long term, whichever case you want to invest. So that's it for this video. Do keep sharing this content to your loved ones, to your family, friends who are interested into markets, investments, counts, etc., and especially Elliott Waves. Uh, we are going to talk a lot about how we learn Elliott Waves and stuff like that. So we already have certain things in the bucket. We also have certain batches on Elliott Waves, which we will be starting from 23rd of February. So more on this, you can reach out to us. I'll put a number in the description section where you can reach out to us on WhatsApp and so. So that's it for now. Later we'll come up with a new series in I think on the same day today. We'll post another video that will talk about sectoral. That will also probably talk. We'll start a new series from today. Start which is say picks of the week, which we had promised long time back. Now we have the time to start building a bullish kind of portfolio, a long position wala portfolio. So we'll start this picks of the week series from today. That's it for now. Thank you so much.